For those that don't know, my name is Javon Hutchinson, aka Mr. Healthy Pips, and I'm here today to give you guys morning dedication, just to give you a word, something to help you start your week off. Make sure you start your week off in the right path, right? Because we want to start every single day off with an attitude of gratitude first and foremost. So that's why you see everybody in the chat dropping what they're happy and grateful now for, right? You definitely want to start every single day off with that type of energy, right? What are you happy and grateful for? What's something that gets you going? What's something that you're looking forward to in the future, right? So I see, I'm gonna just start at the top. I'm so happy and grateful now that to be Chairman 10 by December 31st, 2021. Also for my Retired in 365 family. You motivated me to believe in myself again. I love you all. I'm so happy and grateful now for life, family, Retired in 365 family, and the ability to continue to grow and develop into the successful person that I imagine myself to be. Much love to everyone on this journey and everyone who will be a part of this journey. I'm so humble and grateful to be Platinum 150 by the 31st. I'm so happy and grateful now for life, family, Retired 365 family, my ability to grow and continue to develop into the successful person that I imagine myself to be, with love. To everyone on this journey and everyone who will be a part of this. I'm so humble and grateful to be Platinum 150 by January 31st, 2021. So happy and grateful now to impact the lives of 5,000 people by December 31st, 2021. I'm a seven-figure trader by December 31st, 2021. This will be nothing but God did it kind of week. So happy and grateful now for God's peace surpasses all understanding. Happy and grateful I am Platinum 150 by Friday, January 22nd. I'm consistently planting seeds of abundance to elevate and transform my life and those who are meant to receive them. So happy and grateful now that I'm shifting my paradigm every day for more success. A six-figure income earner in Chairman 10 by February 28, 2021. I'm so happy and grateful now to be in the zone, both business and fitness wise. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a Platinum 1000 by February 28, 2021, learning and earning from home, learning in the Retired in 365 family. I'm so happy and grateful now for this moment to impact more lives this week. For God's grace, another day, for this massive opportunity for 20 new team members by Mother's Day, right? And we got them continuing to come in. Keep dropping the I'm so happy and gratefuls now. I'm going to go ahead and start this thing off. And we're going to talk about a few things today. You know, Paris did an amazing job yesterday talking about, can you imagine, right? Can you imagine? And one thing I want to talk about, I'm going to piggyback off of the Can You Imagine. I already got my title that we're going to get into, but we're going to piggyback off of that and piggyback off of one thing that I heard yesterday in the Chairman Mentorship call that Matthew Thayer was talking about, right? And that man went off. And the guy that took the $500 trade account to 8+ million, right? To 8+ million. The guy that everybody loves, one of the favorite educators on the platform, right? The person that you guys love to get paid in minutes, said his exact words, his exact words were, I am not a full-time trader. He said, I'm not even a trader for real. I'm a builder. His exact words. The guy who, well, show me how to turn the $500 to 8 million. He said, serve more. He said, go out there and serve more. He said, exact words. I watched that thing probably like 5 times. I am not a full-time trader. I didn't even want to be here on Go Live. I almost told them no. His exact words, right? So for the people that want to be like the educators, can you imagine that $8 million account? Can you imagine, right? 1 million, 5 million, 10 million in your account. Can you imagine it? And if you can, what do we start with? You gotta be willing to be teachable and coachable and follow the blueprint that the person that brought you in, that the people at the top are doing. You know, Paris said there was a meeting yesterday with all the Chairman 100s in the company, right? Hundreds and above. And when you think about that, I saw Garrett in there. I saw some clips on Instagram of all the different people, like the top leadership in the company. And guess what? They make some good money trading, but they build. And I just thought it was a lot of Chairman 100s in that. I'm looking on the thing like, oh, that's a big room. There's a lot of money going around inside of this platform, right? And I just thought that was powerful. Just something I want to share. But can you imagine that $8 million trade account and not being imagine if he was a full-time trader. Imagine if he did what many people on here do and he stayed on the charts 5-6 hours a day. He says for the last 2-3 years, all he's done is about 1 to 2 hours a day, going for his 8% about 4 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week. Woo. That's powerful. I want you to let that sizzle in your spirit. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Right? Let that sizzle in your spirit. Right. We can stop the car right. If that's not some motivation for you right there, if that's not some motivation for you right there. But we gonna take it back. Y'all know I like to regurgitate the words that I heard on a Sunday. Have you ever wanted to help somebody who didn't want to be helped? Drop a 1 in the chat if you ever tried to help somebody that didn't want to be helped. I know somebody. Come on, I know some more ones than that. There we go. All right. Now yesterday, right, in service, we was talking about Moses. We was talking about how God revealed to him his purpose, right? And he went and acted on that purpose ahead of time. You know, his brothers didn't necessarily know what he was here for at the time, and they discouraged him from what it was his gift, right? and right, it can be mad stressful at times. It can cause you to lose sight of what it is you really trying to do, what it is you set out to do in the first place, right? And the message was, he said, failure makes you deny your own gifts. Failure can make you deny your own gift. Think about that in the business, in your trade account, in everything that you do, right? I think Charles talked about it on the skills call. You go on a winning streak, you win 10 trades, and you lose 1 trade, and suddenly you're a bad trader. You talk to 3 people, they all say no, suddenly nobody wants to join the business. But you only talk to 3 people. You only talk to 10 people, right? Think about that. The example he gave, right? And we're not going to go too deep into that, but he said in one verse, he's talking about how Moses was a learned man, right? So essentially, Moses, he had some talents, right? He was educated. He knew how to speak. He knew how to do a lot of different things, right? God set him up. He was a learned man. For many, let's say he went to college, right? He had a good education, some things like that, right? But when he failed, fast forward some years, when God asked him to do something, he told God, who am I? He said, I don't know how to talk. I'm not. So he started lying and making excuses for something he actually knew how to do. How many of you make excuses for what you can't do here in the business, for what you can't do in your trade account, and all it is an excuse, but you know you're qualified to do it, right? We're going to take a poll real quick, right? We're going to take a poll in the chat. Drop a number 1 in the chat if you've ever had to have a conversation with somebody in your life, ever. I should see how many people we got. I should see 32 ones. I should see 32 ones. Everybody's had a conversation before, right? Drop a number 2 in the chat if you've ever, we gonna do back and forth between the two. Drop number 2 in the chat if you've ever used a calculator. Okay, got a lot of 2s coming in. Drop a number 3 in the chat if you've ever convinced somebody to do something they didn't want to do. All because you wanted to do it. Okay. Drop a number 4 in the chat if you've ever done something you didn't want to do, but you was getting paid for it, so you did it anyway. Drop a number 5 in the chat if your boss has ever made you do something at work that wasn't in your job description, but you did it because you didn't want to get fired. Okay. Ben said I quit. All right. Now drop a number 6 in the chat if you ever cheated on the test. Let's see who's gonna be honest. Gloria said, I never cheated. She said, it count. If you show somebody your test, it counts. If you ever show somebody the answers to the test or the homework, you cheated too. All right, some people they cheat. That's cool. All right, drop a number 7 in the chat. Drop a number 7 in the chat if you ever took an open book test. Okay, we got some 7s coming in. We'll go to 10. Drop a number 8 in the chat. I need you to start coming for me. Drop a number 8 in the chat if you've ever used any type of social media. Okay. Drop a number 9 in the chat. We got 2 more. I gotta make the last 2 good. Drop a number 9 in the chat if you ever lost or failed at something, but kept doing it anyway. Drop a number 10 in the chat if you answered yes to more than 5 of the things in this list. Everybody here is qualified to make money in this market. Everybody here is qualified to build this business. Whether that gets you to 1,000 a month, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, wherever you land, you are qualified. Because at the end of the day, right, you are educated. You know how to talk to people. You know how to have a conversation. You know how to click some buttons. You know how to use a calculator, right? You don't got to be too smart to calculate lot sizes. You know how to do something you don't necessarily want to do, but you got to do it because it's going to pay you real good, right? The only difference here is nobody's making you do it. Nobody's making you do it. Everybody here is overqualified. You're all overqualified. If this was a job description, I would deem you overqualified for the position. If this was a job description, right? If this was an interview for a job, I would be here saying, why do you want this job? You're overqualified, right? And think about it. When you go to a job, if you're overqualified, you have a less likelihood of chance of getting that job. So they ask you additional questions when you're overqualified. They say, why do you want this job? What? You're so smart. You've gone through all these degrees. Why are you trying to work over here as a manager? You could be getting paid this over. Why are you here? You know what? Why they ask that? Well, number one, they want you to have some reasons why. They want you to have some reasons why. But number two, They want to make sure that you're going to be dedicated because they know at any point you could leave and abandon the thing that you set out to do and leave them out to dry and having to go find somebody else to do the job. Somebody who's less qualified, but has a bigger reason why. When you're overqualified, right, you need some bigger reasons because the employer can easily find somebody on the side of the road and say, look, I know you don't have all the skill sets, but if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to just listen to everything that I'm going to say, I'm going to take you to the next level. I'm going to make sure that you get paid. I'm going to make sure that you eat, right? Now, the person that is overqualified, I'm going to make sure all the same stuff too, but if you up and leave, I can't help you, right? Because you don't like the conditions. Because when you're overqualified, you tend to overanalyze the situation that you're in, despite the results. Think about it. When you're overqualified, but you apply for a position and you go in there, you looking around, I know I could do better than this. But you applied for the position. You wanted the money that they was going to give you. Nobody forced you to apply for the job. You get started, you make $50. I can make $50 over here. Nobody forced you to be here. Nobody forced you to be here. But you can get paid more. You can get paid what you actually qualified for. But it just takes you getting through the things that you know, through the beginning stages, right? So that goes back to, right? You can't be insecure. You got to go ahead and make sure that you don't deny your own gifts because things aren't going your way, right? Everybody just admitted you're overqualified, right? You can't say that I don't have what it takes to click buttons. I don't have what it takes to calculate lot sizes because you don't have to calculate. The calculator does it for you, right? If you're being honest, right? You can't say that I don't know anybody. Matt said none of his chairmen, he didn't know them. It wasn't even his personals. It wasn't even his personals. But I also heard he signed up 60 people the first day. He said 60 people the first day. But you know what I also heard? He made a really, really big list and he called everybody on that list. So some of you are just as qualified as he was. Some of you are more qualified. But because you're more qualified, the first thing out your mouth, I'm not doing that. Why I gotta do that? And this is where that comes from. I didn't have to do that at my last job. Why would I do that here? Well, you ain't at your last job. You're not there. You're not there, right? So let's keep going. Let's keep going. And think about it like this, right? You got to refuse to embrace your failure as if it's final. When somebody tells you no, that's okay. As Matt said, don't take advice from your broke friends. he said, don't take advice from your broke friends. It's okay. Like, no offense, but what do you have? What are you doing that makes you qualified to tell me what I should and shouldn't do? I just wanted your opinion. I wanted you to do it with me, right? That's cool. He said, always consider the source. Always consider the source of the person giving you the information. I wouldn't listen to somebody who's out here cheating on their girlfriend or their boyfriend on relationship advice. I wouldn't listen to somebody who steals all the time for anything, for real. I'm not gonna trust my money around you. I'm not gonna leave my wallet on the table and I know you steal. I don't care. No. Consider the person that's, hey bro, I got you. Go ahead. It'll be here when you get back. I seen you. No, right? Consider the source when you're talking to people. But also, ooh, this is good right here. This part was good. He said, God wants you to learn how to fail to lead you into dependency. When you talk to people, you're gonna fail, but that's gonna make you dependent on him. Because if you're not dependent on him, if you're not dependent on the words that you're speaking, if you're not focused on the vision, focused on the goal, you're gonna stop after 10 people. Because you're gonna be focused on your result, right? But you don't realize that you were already prepared to go the distance, but your mentality wasn't there, right? You were already given everything that you needed, right? You had everything that you needed. That trade that was going your way, it pulled back, so you got out the trade. You looked at the chart the next day, you up 100. You would have been up $100. You would have been up $50, $100, $200, but you got scared because it didn't go into profit in the first 30 minutes. Right? You didn't trust it. You didn't trust what you already knew worked. And that goes back to pride, right? He said, pride is when you're preoccupied with other people's opinions, right? You preoccupy with other people's opinions. Another symptom of pride is when you refuse counsel, right, from people who have more wisdom than you. You only listen to you. You refuse to listen to somebody who has what it is that you want, right? Another symptom is you never ask for what you want. You never pray. What do we say praying is, right? Speaking the things that you want. If you're not asking for what you want, you don't believe you can get it. The average person will say, well, why do I have to save it? Why do I have to write it down? Right? I'm gonna do, like, why do I have to do that stuff? That's what most people say. Y'all got access to at least 9 Bob Proctor videos in the academy. You can pay $30 and get access to all of his Master Mentor series every single month. People pay thousands of dollars a year for this man, to hear this man speak. You get him on the platform. Conceive, Believe, Achieve. Audio with a month, right? Getting your mind in the right place for when you're stepping into the charts, right? Getting your mind in the right place. This thing is simple. Charles said it last night. Everything you need to know about trading can be broken down in about hour, 2 hours, right? It don't take too long. It don't take too long. But you're looking for always the extra, the more. The more is the stuff that we talk about in your mindset and you being dedicated, right? That's the more. That's the more. It's really that easy. Whew. I want you to reconsider the good that comes out of your failures when you're going throughout the week, right? And don't take it as a failure, don't take it as a loss, take it as a lesson. Because if you knew that you had to talk to 100 people to get 5 people, would you talk to 100 people? Or would you only talk to 50 people and say nobody said yes yet and never make it to the 100? That's what most people do. That's what most people do. But hold on, where is it? I got some stuff on my wall I read on a consistent basis. One of them says, where is it? Find out what most people do and don't do it. Find out, you know how to win here? When you get started, maybe you've been here for some time, when you talk to your mentor, hey, what do most people do in this situation? Whatever they tell you most people do, you don't. You do. You turn around, run the other way down the street fast as you can. Well, most people do it for about, They call a few people. They never complete their list. So most people don't make the full list. Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and make my list. Most people don't pick up the phone. Nah, I'm gonna pick up the phone. Most people don't actually trade. Nah, they don't even. They might barely get out their demo account. Why? This. You got winning signals coming through the group all day long. We got kids making money with this. Like, who? Research. Think of this like college or a job, right? When you go to college, what do? For those that went to school, you research the school that you go into to make sure that they have what you want to get out of there so you can get a result. Because hopefully you want the same result that others have gotten that went there. When you go to a job, you don't only look at the job description, you look at the company to say, is this something that I want to attach my life to? And do they have the people in place necessary to help me get the result that I want? Whether that's a paycheck, whether that's personal growth, whether that's advancement opportunities, right? You look at all of that stuff. Same thing in the business. Research the lives of the people that you're listening to and ask, do they have what I want? And research the lives of the people that's failed. Hey, I haven't seen so-and-so. I haven't, this person or that person, right? Tell me about somebody that got started that never made any money. I've had people ask that question. Well, what did they do? They never finished the academy. They never finished just a couple hours of information. They were too busy. I don't know where they are. There's been people that pay their stuff for 2-3 months. But you telling me in 90 days you can't find 8 hours of time to go through an academy, but you're struggling trading? I'm not saying you're not gonna struggle. I'm not saying you're not gonna go through some stuff. But you can get through the information. You telling me you can't find 15, 30 minutes, maybe 3 or 4 days a week to watch one live educator? I don't care who it is. There's hundreds on there. There's probably like 200 some educators now. You can't find one that fits your schedule at 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m. I'm just talking about some of the educators that I've watched over the years. Like, there's people on all day long. Somebody fits your schedule. Don't know. One Netflix show is 45 minutes or less, right? But some people, you know why they don't have time? This is what they say. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. You know what they do when they come home? They watch the news. They get on their tablet or their computer. They'll be looking stuff up that don't got nothing to do with nothing. Well, didn't you say you wanted this, that, and the third? Well, why haven't you done the bare minimum? Right? If you pay attention to the things that the people that don't have results do, you'll start getting results. There's other people that are experiencing exactly what you're experiencing. There's people that have been laid off of their job, right? And succeeded here in this business. There's people that lost the trade before and quit. And there's also people that lost the trade and went on to make millions of dollars. Matt, I think it was it wasn't on this call he said it, but it was one of his previous calls. He's like, I blew, 5-6 accounts before he actually funded up and said, I'm not funded up again. But he also said that was personal. I got greedy. I wasn't listening. I was doing everything other than what I was told, and I finally decided to listen. Right? So there's other people that went through whatever it is that you're going through right now. Other people heard no. What they say, a chairman is somebody that's heard no 100,000 times more than you heard no. You heard no 50 times and got discouraged. A chairman heard no 1,000 times and kept going. If you believe that you're going to get the thing that you really want, you're going to keep going. You're going to keep trying again. We always use this. Well, I've used this example before. Steph Curry. And let's just see what the latest stats are. Let's see, Steph Curry 3-point percentage. Let's see what his current 0.433, right? He shoots 43% from the 3-point line. Steph Curry gets paid $40 million to shoot 40% from the line. Steph Curry gets paid $40 million to shoot 40% from the line. You're worried about your percentage. You know what 40% means? That means he has to keep shooting. That means he has to keep shooting, whether or not he makes it. Right? It don't matter if it goes in. Let me see. Give him 2,000. He shot over 2,000 as of December. He shot over 2,500 3-pointers. Over 2,500 3-pointers. Now, hold on. We're going to use that thing that we said everybody has access to earlier. We're going to use a calculator. 2,500. Hold on. Let me go ahead and do this right here. I know y'all can't see it, but I'm going to do it on my side. 2,500. Why is the 2 not working? 2, there we go. Hold on. I got a calculator on my phone. We're not going to do all that. 2,500 times 43%. He only made 1,075 of those. 1,075 out of 2,500 threes that he shot. Are you willing to only make 1,075 out of 2,500? What does that look like? Imagine talking to 2,500 people and you got 1,075 people to say, what? Hey, Chairman 25 is done by yourself. By yourself. But who's going to talk to that many people to even see what their percentage is? Hold on. Who's going to talk to 2,500 people just to shoot 20% and go Chairman 10 by yourself? 20% from the line is Chairman 10. Y'all know it works the same way in your trade account too. It works the same way in your trade account, right? So this ain't just for the business. But look, this thing is simple, guys. Accept that you're not perfect. Accept that you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Keep shooting until you hit something. Keep going every single day. It's 2 to 3 people per day. Don't make it harder than it has to be. Those who have a big dream, big goal, knock those numbers out faster. But 2 to 3 people per day, right? 3 people per day, 365 days a year. We're going to keep using this calculator. That's 1,095. In 2 years, you hit your about 20, close to 2,500. Let's do that times 2. Let's assume you did your list of 100 in the beginning. That's almost 2,300 people in 2 years that you talk to. Just 2 people per day. But you're worried about that you don't know that many people. You meet new people every day. Some of y'all got more people than that on social media. That was good. All right, we out. That's it. That's all I got. Look, let's go ahead. Let's have an amazing day. Courage will not skip this generation, right? Look, every single day you go out there, I need you to make sure that you don't get discouraged by people that don't have what you don't want, people that don't know what they're talking about, and people that just don't mean you no good, right? Go get it. It's easy. Stay surrounded by everybody you see here on this call. Get inside the academy. Don't do yourself a disservice of paying for something and not using it. It's there for you. Everything you need is inside. All right. So that's what we got today. We got an opportunity call today at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Bev, what time we got? You, I know Bev got one going on today. Go ahead, drop that in the chat. Let me know if it's 1 or 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. All right, so 2 and 8 o'clock opportunity calls. The link will be posted inside the Discord chat. Make sure you're plugged into that. And if you haven't recently, look, go back through the beginner setup. Go through the units in the Facebook group, right? Go to Facebook, the Retire 365 group, units 1 through 5. Rewatch those. It's maybe what, 2 hours of information? With the bonus, because the bonus video is like an hour, right? Watch all of that. Give yourself that 15 to 30 minutes for the super busy people, 60 minutes to 2 hours for everybody else, and go through, right? Go through everything else. Go through the academy every single day, right? That's it. My dad's screaming Atlanta. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but we got Jo stuff in Atlanta is coming up. I know we got he got the what's it called? Charles, what's the name of the conference? Jasmine, how you gonna drop it on you? Hold on, I got my ticket right here. Run the Play Dream Conference. There we go. I already got my VIP ticket. I hope you said what?
And paraphernalia.
Yeah. I already got my tickets for the Run the Play Dream Conference. I hope y'all get that too. But we got the Vibrate Higher, right? The Vibrate Higher Retire 365 convention coming up. Make sure you go ahead and secure that. We're going to have the dates out very, very soon. We also have the apparel coming up. It's already released. Make sure you go ahead and get your Retire 365 gear. Look, you got your face mask, you got your hoodies, you got the joggers, you got everything you need. The link is already in the Discord chat, so go ahead, check that out. It's Run the Play, not Run the Play. It's Retired 365 store, I believe. Let me see. retiredin365.shop. All right, so retiredin365.shop. Check it out in Discord and under announcements. Go get your gear. Everything looks great. And we'll